What's the word, y'all? What's the word? Welcome back.
I can't do it. Hold up, man.
It
I don't
don't work
care.
for
I don't
me.
care
It
that no
don't
more.
work for me either. But welcome back to the best podcast in the world, man. The Say I Quit podcast. It's your boy Lil Derek. We got the full team here today. Reed Starks, Les Hardy Jr. How y'all feeling?
We feel on Mac, you lit, bro. We feel
Who's
immaculate.
we? I feel like shit, but it is what it is.
No, you only smell like it, Reed.
I know you ain't talking.
Hey, he fucked up.
Hey, I see that room. I know you ain't talking.
Nah, my room dirty as hell, bro. Y'all don't even be supposed to see it, bro.
He gonna get self conscious and put like Jeff Hardy in the background now.
I just gotta keep doing this the whole fucking pod. I gotta go.
Rex,
Gotta stretch the
shut your
whole pod.
mouth.
I all right, we back to it.
But we have had a crazy
Crazy.
past few weeks in professional wrestling.
Shit.
Absolutely.
Lots of ups and downs for WWE. They've had some high notes, they've had some low notes, they've had some things that worked really well, they had some things that haven't worked really well. AEW has been on fire as of recent.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there are still, a couple things, that AEW could always do better and certain
Mm.
storylines that I'm hoping they give up on as soon as possible. Death Riders. But
Oh yeah. Yeah.
nonetheless, pro wrestling has been on fire. The talk of the town, WWE. I think we should start with that. How we feeling about this new WWE and ESPN deal, man? I think that's an interesting thing to talk
Yeah.
about. As far as obviously with stuff like that happening, we know there are gonna be more collabs
Mm-hmm.
between WWE and ESPN. I wouldn't be surprised to see Stephen A. Smith on commentary because they already
I don't
got
want to
Pat
see that
McAfee.
shit.
I don't
I
want
don't
to
want to
see it.
see
It's
that
probably
shit.
gonna be 10 times worse than Pat McAfee, and I'm far from a
Horrible.
Stephen A. Smith fan.
Yeah.
Uh, but that's the reality is that we're gonna see collabs like that. I'm sure of it, and
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna have to make a decision on how we want to go about handling the pay-per-views moving to ESPN.
Me, I know for a fact I'm gonna be sailing the seas. Think I'm gonna become a pirate next. I'm gonna sail the seas. You feel me? Like I'm just be a little pirate and shit. You know.
Okay.
Listen, bro. These pay per views is expensive, bro. I remember when we was younger, it was like $50 a pay per view, and
Oh,
like that
dude,
was just
yeah.
like like
You
I
spent
get
birthday money on the pay per views
you had to save
type
that
shit.
shit up, or
Yeah,
else you
type
wasn't
shit.
not watching. bro.
No,
bro,
no.
I used
Yeah,
to miss. Bro, I used to miss pay per views like crazy, bro. I had to go back to school the next day. Like, damn, bro, y'all talk about what happened. I'm like, damn, what happened?
Bro, I
John
used to.
Cena, Randy Orton, who won?
Yeah, bro, I used to be mad as hell. I remember the first pay per view I ever bought was 2008. Well, yeah, 2008 Royal Rumble when Cena came back.
Mm,
I was talking to everybody, and everybody's like, "Yeah, we get the monthly pay per views." I'm like, "Shit, must be nice." That's all I would say. Must be fucking
never
nice.
got them monthly, bro.
Hell
Never
no.
got them
see,
monthly.
where we used to finesse is that we stole cable, so
See, I
we'll
didn't even want to say that, Derek.
we'll buy
I didn't even want to
Bro,
say
this is
that.
we'll
why I
buy the
rock.
I didn't
pay
even
per
want to
view
say that.
because
This is why I rock with Derek, bro.
we wasn't paying 50 $60 a month for cable. So we'll steal the pay per view. We'll buy the pay per view because we like, all right, whatever. You ask
Yeah,
your mom for 20, I'm gonna ask my mama for 20. It was me and my uncle. So boom, it was like, bam, that's forty
yeah.
dollars. We got the pay per view. You know what I'm saying? We good. And then we used to have his homies used to come over. We'd be like, yeah, man, just pitch in $10 so we can get the pay per view. You know what I'm saying? So we used to do what a lot of people do now that actually still buy pay per views, and older people did. As kids, we
Mhm.
did that where we would put our money together and buy the pay per view because we were still in cable anyways. So it ain't like, you know what I'm saying? Damn, mama, shit, can I at least get the pay per view? We already still in cable, got that? You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
know,
we
Derek.
might as well.
You know
We
what's
might as well. So I think that what they're gonna do though is lose a lot more money. I think that price point
Absolutely.
is going to make them lose money because you got too many people that was used to the 9.99 and then they were okay with if they wanted Peacock with no ads they pay like 17.99 or whatever. Peacock is going up in prices, I think, now
Yeah,
as
yeah, yeah.
well,
It
as
Mm-hmm.
is.
everybody goes up every couple years. But I think Peacock also knowing that they're losing WWE.
Big time.
So
Yeah.
the other question is this: does Peacock keep the gallery though?
They said for right now they will through like 2026. But what I did see, as long as you have like a cable package like Direct TV, YouTube TV, which I have, and then other stuff like that's cable related, I'm guessing you
You
get the
just
pay per
watch
views.
through ESPN. That's what they were saying.
I'm
Yeah, for free
guessing it's
basically.
free.
Yeah, no,
But
they
if you
said
have to pay for the pay per
they
view
said
that you already have a cable to, like a cable plan,
nah.
that's dumb as fuck.
See, they
But
said that it carries over, but what they kind of fucked up on is Hulu with live TV is moving to Disney full time next
That's
year.
what I was wondering.
yeah,
How is that gonna
yeah.
work? Because they were saying Hulu Live TV too, but Hulu. So what is it? How much is it gonna cost for Hulu Live TV and Disney Plus? That might be the better
ESPN's
deal.
already on Disney though, so
That might be the better deal is to get the whole package for all three of those,
yeah, yeah, that's true.
rather than pay $30 a month
Bring back the
for
WWE
just
Network, bro.
ESPN. But
I'm telling the series.
I feel less if you are smart. You gonna get a VPN and you gonna be able to watch whatever the hell you want to watch on Netflix. So you can watch it all on Netflix
Yeah,
if you
yeah, yeah.
got a
True.
VPN. Let's just be real. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's the smartest thing to do as a pro wrestling fan. You can watch NXT, Raw, and SmackDown live and get all the pay-per-views on
Mhm.
Netflix
Mm-hmm.
with a VPN. So
Mm-hmm.
that would be my recommendation to anybody that is really complaining about how much money they're gonna have to spend. I really, unless I combine it with my Disney Plus, I just don't see myself, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying,
Yeah,
paying $30 a month for ESPN when I love sports, but
me too.
I fucking hate ESPN right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like as a kid that grew up going to sleep
Oh,
and waking
ESPN.
up.
Yeah.
I
Oh
used
yeah.
to go to sleep and wake up watching Sports Center every
Me
day. I
too.
watched Around the
Yep.
Horn. I
Yep.
watched every
Part
show.
Pardon
I
the
watched every
interruption.
show. When I got home from school, I turned on ESPN for a large part of my life. Like at one point, it was Disney or Nickelodeon. I was turning on when I got out of school, and for a large section of my life, a good 6 7 years, it was wake up Sports Center on. Go to sleep, Sports Center on. Get out of school, Sports Center. Around the Horn, the evening first take, NBA The Jump. You know what I'm saying? Like all
Yeah.
of these different shows that was out. What's the show with Marcellus Wallace and what's it called? It had Mac
Sports Nation.
Sports Nation. Yeah,
Mm.
That was
yeah.
an elite
Like
show.
I love that show. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to watch it all day, but I just don't like the ESPN programming. And
Yeah.
we can
Been there,
catapult
done that.
that to SummerSlam because I found something very interesting. At a point in time, there were real journalists on ESPN that asked the tough questions.
Yep.
Nowadays, they are not because
Nope. Nope.
at SummerSlam, and I really hate that they did this because the moment should have been about Cody Rhodes versus John Cena just having one of the best matches of the year,
Yeah.
just having
All
a
time.
damn
All
a
time
classic
SummerSlam match.
matchup for
Yeah.
WWE, a all time SummerSlam matchup, hands
Yeah.
down.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
A match that it has potential to win match of the year for WWE. Obviously, there are a lot of other candidates like some EO Sky matches with a two other women
Yeah.
that we can talk about later. But I think that should have been the moment. That should have been the end, not the return of Brock Lesnar. So when Triple H went on ESPN the other day, they failed to ask about Brock Lesnar
They
and
probably the PR team.
the obvious
I think
cloud that surrounds Brock Lesnar's return. It is obvious, and and let's be real, WWE is running from really talking about the allegations.
He put John
They're just
Cena under
trying
the
to
bus.
say they're just trying to say, oh, we made a call. They don't want to acknowledge that this man name is mentioned in a lawsuit against
40,
WWE. Yes,
44 times.
he,
44 times.
he's
44
not
times.
getting sued. We know that. It still doesn't look good though. It still doesn't
No.
look good to have him back in the company in the midst of a lawsuit because they're not just suing Vince McMahon. they're also suing WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Brock Lesnar is intertwined in this. Why would you bring him back, especially to overshadow? Because I feel like that's what everybody talked about. Like for the most part, a lot of us we still was able to talk about that match and how great it was.
Absolutely, bro.
But the thing that flooded the timeline was Brock Lesnar. Why would
Yeah.
you bring him back? Oh my God, this is why AEW is better. This is that. You know what I'm saying? Like people using it to feel their tribalism. People
Yeah,
not
Oh
even
God, dude.
acknowledging,
I didn't like that either.
how the women are gonna feel in the locker room.
Yo,
Uh,
Yup.
uh,
That was the
how
first thing.
Janelle
That was
Grant
the
feel?
first thing I thought. I was
How
like,
Janelle Grant feeling, bro?
yeah,
That's a
her
total slap
and
in the
like
face.
thing is like the prominent women in wrestling now are all in WWE, and you bring somebody back who's well known in 44 cases in the document. Like, what are we doing? But it was John Cena's idea. It
Yeah, and
was
then John Cena says that I take whatever they give me. So they throwing each other under the bus. But something that I noticed, I don't know if y'all been noticing, when it's a good idea, when it translates so well to everybody, Triple H is like, yeah, we did that. We fucking did that. You see, you
always,
listen to you,
always.
and but then when something bad happens, he always throws somebody else underneath the bus.
Yeah, bro. That's where it starts to get me with him in his whole career. Like, if you look back,
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
a lot of it is Vince's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we know that he was the main booker, but at the same time, bro, why are you almost booking yourself to put yourself over Booker T, who was over?
Mm-hmm.
Could have had his Mania
Facts,
moment.
facts. I
That's
think
And
just one.
Sting,
That's just one
and
instance.
Sting at Mania.
And that's the other
he had
WCW
to beat
guys
all the WCW guys. Goldberg, he had to beat
tripping.
them all.
It was
But
stupid.
you pointed out something that is a huge talking point for me. Uh, I've been slacking, but I'm gonna try to get the audio done and get to editing this video. I'm gonna need your help for it, Les.
Yeah.
If you can. My take on TKO, and one of the main reasons why TKO is really like hurting WWE is because of the lack of accountability that anybody could take.
Yep.
We truly don't know who is making these decisions, if we're
Nope.
being honest. Like
We
at,
think
at a
it's
certain
Dwayne. We think
at a
it's this.
certain at a certain standpoint, I'm sure Nick Khan has just as much say so as Triple H. I'm
Of course
sure
he
that
do.
if the owners of Area, whatever, whoever do
Or
do that,
Emmanuel.
yeah, Ari Emanuel, I'm sure at a certain point he may step in and be like, "Hey, I own this company. This is what I want you to do, Triple H." And Triple H may fold. The Rock has a big stake in the company. So where does The Rock
Yeah.
get his say so in this? Obviously, Triple H is working more with the wrestlers and willing to bring them in on creative and say, "What do you think about this?" He does that. So how much control does John Cena have? Did he ask
Yeah.
John Cena? Because I would assume he probably did ask John Cena. How would you feel about Brock Lesnar coming back? And John
Mhm.
Cena does what he always does. Sure, why not? He's a
Yeah.
beast. He's a marquee attraction. No matter how we feel about him, and we wouldn't want him there. There is a large section of the fan base that either one doesn't care, two doesn't care about women at all,
Mhm.
or sexual assault, and
Hey.
three just be like, you know what, he's innocent until proven guilty. I love Brock Lesnar. I want to see him. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
And
there are people that are thinking like that. So
that's
A lot of you, before Les talks, my bad. A lot of you motherfuckers are really showing your true colors, and y'all are
oh
some
big time.
sick
Y'all hate
fucks.
women. Y'all hate women. I know for a fact.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all never,
Y'all hate
y'all
women.
never, y'all
Y'all,
never
yeah,
interacted with a woman. Y'all hate women, bro. Like,
yeah. I bet y'all don't even love your mamas. That's how
not at
that's
all.
how crazy it looks out here.
Not at all.
That's how crazy it
yeah,
looks.
legit. There are some people that are just absolutely disgusting,
Yeah.
and I can tell that like what Metro say
No, what he say?
the other day. He said they don't get no bitches, man. Y'all don't get none, man. 'Cause I just feel like, but I would say this too. There are men that like put out those hateful things against women because of you know
For no
some
reason.
woman that has like hurt them or whatever. But bro, that is one woman in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like you cannot. go out on these like I legit. It's this dude that I know from high school. He went there my freshman year, and he'll like go on these tangents about how a woman and did him wrong, and that's why he don't trust women and and all of this
I
stuff. And it's
mean,
like, bro, one, why are you announcing this in social media? Like you got a brand. Like this person has a business that they could be promoting, but instead of that, you are making women not want to shop with you because
mhm.
you on Facebook saying hateful stuff about women. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Can I?
so I know there's a lot of you dudes out here that got hurt by a woman once. So now you just you hate all women, but I would tell
Suck
you
it up. Suck it up,
seek
Buttercup.
God, seek God, go get therapy, keep God in your life, fuck nigga, because something wrong with you if you cannot appreciate the women that brought us into this world. At
Mhm.
the
Absolutely.
end of the day, like none of us men are here to do the things that we do without a woman bringing us into this world, and none of us, can even if you are a heterosexual male, like you're looking to play the role of a man, that means that you're looking for a good woman. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I just don't be getting it,
Mhm.
and then just the lack of care, the easy to say like, oh, Brock didn't do anything wrong, like you were there.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if here's where Brock is complicit, right? Vince essentially tried to sex traffic her,
Mhm.
and Brock
Yeah,
Lesnar
yeah.
had agreed to it,
Mhm.
meaning he had knowledge of it. Whether
Mhm.
he went through with it or not,
Mhm.
everybody's saying he didn't go through with it. Cool, that's fine. But guess what? He knew about it and
Mhm.
didn't say
Didn't say
anything about it.
anything.
Mhm.
Yup,
So at a
because it's
certain point
Vince.
in time, if you know the law, he's complicit
Mhm.
in the crime. Like, what doesn't people understand about that? You know what I'm saying? Either that or you're saying that everything that she's saying is a lie.
Mhm.
And if you're saying that, you're just as bad as the people that you try to make look bad who are crucifying someone before they are found guilty.
There's a
You're
I
It's
just
will
as bad.
crazy.
You're just as bad if you're saying everything she said is a lie.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
and
it's easy to
yeah,
it's easy to say that the victim lying, but I think the
absolutely.
problem comes where there's no proof to back up
Proof.
your claim that she's lying. You know
There
what I
there
mean? There's
seems to be a lot more proof that she's not lying.
that she's not
Yeah,
lying
because
at all.
apparently she does have proof of like text messages.
They have
Yeah,
So
subpoenaed text messages.
yeah, so it's a little
Like
different. It's a little different on that side. Like, okay, we're not gonna see. I hate to bring this up. Men lie and women lie. In this case, if you look at it and actually like pay attention to what the documents say, if there is any out there, I've just seen like little hints, tidbits here. 44 accounts in one. He knew about it, basically tried to sex traffic her, and no one
Mhm.
sees a problem with that. That's the problem I have with y'all. And this is all in one wrestling community.
Mhm.
Get these people out of here, bro. Because what are you
Can I
telling me that it's okay to do that
hold on?
shit? I don't give a fuck if Vince was close to thing to his dad. If I knew somebody, I was working for a company and I knew they were doing that, all of them going under the bus, bro. I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, that's not right. But at the
Hold
same
on.
time, I'm also not everybody else.
yeah.
I also wanted to say too, like, all right, I don't give a fuck about anybody's political affiliations, but I just gotta say
Absolutely.
this.
Yeah, absolutely.
As WWE kinda leans more right, like every single day, I
Absolutely.
started to realize a lot of the fan base, a lot of like those basement dwellers have
Yep.
started like appearing out of thin air. I
Yep.
don't know if y'all been noticing that, but a lot of these women hating fucking like even people of color hating fucking basement dwellers. They just started coming out of like fucking thin air at the more that they lean towards the
They
right.
they
I'm not
feel
saying
more they feel more safe now
comfortable. Yeah,
to
it's like a safe space.
spew to
Yeah.
spew the hate, which is like you said, whatever your political affiliation, it is
Hmm.
what it is. But if you cannot acknowledge that these people grew more comfortable the first time Trump was in office, and now they grow even more comfortable the second time
Yep.
Trump is in office to spew hate, because however you feel about Donald Trump, his a large contingency of his supporters are those type of people,
Mm-hmm.
and they feel like he
Yeah.
agrees with them, whether
Mm-hmm.
he does or doesn't, whether he is racist or isn't racist.
Yeah.
People
Um,
that are racist see Trump and be like, he's for me,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a problem. If
Mm-hmm.
they're watching WWE and thinking they're for me, that's a problem within the WWE fan base.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That you think that this is a safe space for you to shit on women. That you think this is a safe space for you to essentially encourage sexually assaulting women and sex trafficking women. If you think this is a safe
man.
space for you, you got a rude ass awakening
Mm-hmm.
because a
Some of y'all need
lawyer,
some of y'all need punched in the face, like real spill, just
legit,
fucking like
legit,
just smacked.
legit,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna happen. Stuff
Yeah.
like that is
It
gonna
is.
happen if WWE doesn't quit tolling this line of, oh, we're just doing this for the country.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing it.
It's a dangerous precedent to set. Now I will admit that WWE has long done things with um politics,
Mm-hmm.
if we being honest. Like back in the
Yeah.
day, WWE used to go to the Democratic and the Republican National Convention
Mm-hmm.
just to show face and promote. But I will
Mm-hmm.
also say the tensions between the right and the left weren't nearly as bad as they are now.
Not at all.
So now is a weird time to
Especially amongst the people.
Start showing your
essentially
allegiance to
look
one side.
like you're kind of showing allegiance to just one side of the aisle.
Mm-hmm.
Civil.
That's the
That's what I
problem
see
right
it.
now. Vince McMahon never tried to publicly play one side of the fence.
And it's, I also wanted to say this too. It's also why Linda McMahon tried so hard to separate herself from the business, because as controversial as WWF and WWE was, when she decided that she wanted to get into politics, obviously she needed to try to just like, I guess, kind of like separate the two, because this is, yes, this is the McMahon family as a character in a television show, but this is Linda McMahon, the future politician. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But now, like, I'm not saying like obviously like that's your mother-in-law, that's your mother. Like, go show your support, but it's when you start showing like, I don't know, just more allegiance to that side, where it's just like, damn, bro, this is the reason why like our fan base in wrestling is so divided now. You know what I mean?
and you got people that legit aren't feeling comfortable
Mm-mm.
with Triple H doing stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Lifelong wrestling fans that are queer, that are black, that are Hispanic,
Mm-hmm.
that are women
Mm-hmm.
do not feel comfortable with that choice
Mm-hmm.
to essentially align yourself with this presidency. And
Mm-hmm.
they have the right to feel like that. WWE has the right to do it. The fans have the right to feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thing that I don't like is the people that are trying to call people hypocrites for if they choose to continue to watch with WWE doing Triple H being a part of this board of
Yeah,
fitness,
Mm-hmm.
with
I know what you're
Brock
talking
Lesnar returning. There are people trying to say, well, if you watch you a hypocrite, or there are people trying to say, oh, if you don't like it, just don't watch the product then. When your favorite wrestler wrestles for this promotion, you have very little choice
It's
if you
Mm-hmm.
want
hard.
to
It's
support
hard.
if
It's
you
hard.
want to support your favorite wrestlers. Some of my
My
favorite
favorite
wrestlers
wrestler is in AEW, so I'm good.
you got people that's some of your favorites in WWE, so you're not good. It don't matter who your
Yeah.
absolute
Carmelo
favorite is,
Carmelo hasn't been on TV for
because guess
almost two
what?
months. I am
Cody
not watching.
My
Rhodes,
my
Johnny
favorite
Gargano,
my
Yeah,
favorite
all right, you're right.
wrestler
You're right.
my
You're right.
favorite
Bianca
wrestler is
Belair.
in
Hasn't been on TV.
my favorite wrestler is in AEW, but guess what? I love Dragon Lee. I can't wait to Dragunov come back. I love Gunther. I love
Yeah,
Bianca Belair. I love Roxanne Perez. That's one of my favorite wrestlers. Io Sky is one of my top 5 favorite wrestlers right
I
now.
know,
We
bro.
love
It's
Especially
Mello,
hard.
for women, she too. Carmelo. You know what I'm
Jade.
saying? There are tons of wrestlers that I love in WWE.
Yup,
So
yup.
why would I not watch WWE and not support my favorite wrestlers? Just like I support all of my favorite wrestlers in AEW. I support my favorite wrestlers in New Japan. I support my favorite wrestlers on the indie scene.
Shit on TNA. I watch
I
TNA just
watch
to see the
TNA
Hardys.
sometimes. You
Just
know
to see
what I'm
the fucking
saying? Like,
Hardy's, yes, sir.
so to ask me to not watch something that I enjoy or support people that are some of my favorites is just unfair to me as a wrestling fan, which is why what WWE is doing, just like when AEW does stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows that Donald
This,
Trump that they received donations from the Khan family the first time
yeah,
Donald Trump ran for office. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So uh same thing when AEW, obviously there are some people in AEW or that have been in AEW that have been in different controversies, you know what I'm saying, as well.
yeah,
So
yep,
that is the problem when you are a fan of something. But
yeah,
to try to call fans hypocrites or hold them up to being like, oh, don't watch the product because they're doing all of this stuff. That's just unfair to us as fans. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
as
So don't
consumers.
don't don't
that's
blame
where,
don't blame fans and try to make them feel bad for supporting their favorite wrestlers in whatever company they are, no matter
yeah,
who the shithead owner is. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Or the things that they're doing. Now, if it was your favorite wrestler and they're doing things that alienate you,
yeah.
that's
yeah,
totally different.
yeah, yeah. Dirt, dirt. You went mute. Nah, we can't hear you.
No, no,
Mm-mm.
goddamn me.
Try unplugging it, plugging it back in. Um.
I guess it had turned off.
Oh, there you go. There
We
you
hear
go.
you,
You
we
good?
hear you, we hear you.
Uh, Hello?
Yeah,
Yep,
Say
we
you
can
something.
hear
valid.
you.
All right. I don't know why I was doing this little buzzing sound on my shit. That's crazy. Okay.
I think that's where picking and choosing kind of comes hand in hand with good and bad.
Yeah,
Because on one hand, like the bad of it is you will get called a hypocrite and you will have all these things said about you because you're still watching it, even though the person that's back you don't really fuck with.
hmm
But at the same time, you can choose to watch certain segments of Raw, NXT, SmackDown without having to watch when he's on the
hmm
screen.
and another thing is, I guess kind of like circling back to what we were saying initially. Don't use Brock's return as a way to fuel your tribalism,
Oh yeah, don't do
because
that.
the same thing goes for any other company. I can name a lot of shitty wrestlers in AEW that had their own cases, weird cases.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about like
TNA.
I thought you were talking about in ring work. I was about to start
Oh
fucking
no,
laughing.
nah.
I was like, oh,
There's a lot of wrestlers in just the whole business that have a
y'all
lot
know
of weird cases.
y'all know more than me. I'll say that. You guys put me on game a lot, so I appreciate it because I never really know. I don't be
Mm.
tapped in like that, unfortunately.
But I feel like, see, when Brock returned, I had seen a tweet, and somebody had said, "Oh, this is why AEW is better." Somebody replied with like a list of wrestlers from AEW that had like either assault cases or something like, and then the person that fueled the tribalism to begin with, they kind of disproved every single thing, and I'm like, I mean, at the end of the day, they were still named in a suit. It was still, you know what I mean. They were put in that situation,
And that's a
so
tough
it's not.
situation, bro. Because
It's
like the person
yeah,
could. That's the one thing I hate. And this just goes to some real life shit at this point. Like the Brock shit, like we know that he agreed. We know. My bad. I had a phone call. We
you
know that
good.
he agreed to it.
Yeah,
But it's kind of like a legacy thing. Like you're always like Jerry Lawler, for example, bro. A lot of people don't know. I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about, right?
I had to put my dad on the other day because my dad didn't know.
Yeah, it's like the
Pat
Carl Malone
Patterson
shit.
too.
Yeah,
Pat
all
Patterson.
them dudes, bro. Like you might love them, but once you figure out like the shit they were doing, like a lot. This just goes to like a lot of your idols and shit, and a lot of your favorite people are not good people.
Yeah,
So I understand when people say never meet your heroes. Like that's
of
real ass
course.
shit. You don't on some real life shit. You never really know it until you get older. Personally,
And I think there was somebody that was trying to like dunk on Shawn Michaels, and I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. Shawn Michaels was a lot of things,
he
but
was.
I don't think so. I don't think Shawn Michaels is doing anything
Ain't
crazy
no
like that.
accusations
Sean
against
was
him like that.
Sean was
he
Sean was
he
on
was coked out his
drugs.
mind. He
He
was
was
coked
on
out of his mind. But
drugs.
I don't think he was touching women inappropriately without the mask on.
Yeah.
I
He was
don't.
the bro. He was dude. There was
Like,
people. He was. Remember the one time he went to the crowd and the barricade fell over and there was a bunch of women.
yeah,
That's. I'm not saying like you. If you get put in a suit, like the legacy of it like stays with you, and that's what sucks. Even if you did nothing wrong.
yeah.
But there's a lot of cases where you never really know because even though you're named in it, you might have done it. Like Brock
Yeah.
Freeze. And the thing with me is people are there is literal people out here saying this pisses me off. Well, what are you gonna do to him? He's Brock Lesnar. Put his ass in jail. What the fuck you mean?
Bro,
I don't.
they
I'm
be
not gonna
they
fight
be
him.
saying the same shit about Samoan wrestlers too,
Hey,
bro.
What are you
They be
talking
saying the
about?
same shit about Samoan wrestlers. I'm like, bro, y'all acting like every single Samoan wrestler is Haku. Like, you know what I'm like?
You think Jay Uso? You think Jay
immortal.
Uso was gonna fight you over something? No.
Like,
Ain't none
come
of them
on, bro.
immortal.
What are we doing here?
Ain't none of them immortal, bro. They human. They bleed just like me and you, bro. I don't
Exactly.
care about none of that. Like, I
Exactly.
tell Brock Lesnar that he's a fucking hoe to his face. Like,
Yeah. What's he gonna do?
you
Beat
know
you
what
up?
you did was wrong, bro. You know what you did was wrong. And if
Hmm.
they put you on that stand, you have to admit what you did. You're gonna
Hmm.
lie under oath.
Hmm.
Yep.
I want to know why I know they trying to take their time to build the case and make sure that it's clear cut. But I
Yes,
just
I
hope they
get it.
don't take too much time and drop the case.
I
You know what I'm saying?
I
I
think
I
my
hope
agree.
we can
biggest
bring this
thing,
shit to trial.
not even that.
Nobody,
I agree.
also it's a cloud over WWE until it's over with.
My
Yeah.
biggest thing is I don't want Janelle Grant to settle. I
I
don't want
don't
her to
want.
settle.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
don't
want her
want.
to settle for any money. I want
You.
her to. I want her to go at it like
Tear the
full
house
fucking
down.
speed.
Tear the house down.
Hmm.
Yeah. You don't want because at the end of the day, if she does settle for money, it kind of looks weird now. Personally,
And then
it kind of
it
looks.
makes
Yeah.
I feel like settling in that case, it makes it also harder for more victims to feel comfortable to
As
come out about shit that
absolutely.
happens like that. You know what
And
I mean?
we're not saying that prematurely about her. Like
No. Of
we
course
don't.
not. But
Nobody knows all the details. We know
If
what we
yeah,
know.
really did this, this has to be Vince's legacy.
yeah,
As much as we can acknowledge that Vince McMahon, uh, WWE pro wrestling isn't where it is today.
without
Around
Vince,
around the globe, wrestling is as big as it's ever been, and it's not that way without Vince McMahon. We
not at
can
all.
Yes.
acknowledge that.
Yes.
Vince McMahon changed the way professional wrestling went as far as TV and these super companies that we have now.
Sports
Um,
entertainment.
being sports entertainment. The product that we love is largely due to Vince McMahon. But his legacy will be that he was racist at times, he was
Yep.
prejudiced, he was
He was
sexy,
he was freaky as hell.
the freaky ass frog.
Freaky Frog.
He was, bro. He
He
was
was sex
freaky.
trafficking women. He covered up cases. That is Vince
Ashley
McMahon's.
Massaro.
He's covered
Ashley
up
Massaro.
deaths. He's covered up rapes. He's
Hmm.
covered up a multitude of things.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And that will be Vince McMahon's legacy. If this case doesn't go all the way to trial and get Vince McMahon convicted of his crimes, his legacy will not be all the bad things that he did, more than likely, for a large consensus
Yeah.
Hmm.
of the world.
And we
Hmm.
there's a lot of shit we just don't know that he's done.
Hmm.
I'm
That
sure
makes
he's
it even
done more.
scarier.
Just like
That-
just
Sure.
like Terry. Just like Terry. We can
hey,
acknowledge that wrestling isn't what it is. We haven't done a podcast since. We can acknowledge that Hulk Hogan helped make professional wrestling what it is today. We can
Yeah.
acknowledge that so many kids grew up loving Hulk Hogan, and that's why they're professional wrestlers. We can acknowledge that the NWO is one of the biggest and best things that ever happened in pro wrestling history. But we also can acknowledge that Hogan's legacy at the end of his life changed because of the things that we found out about him.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
that's just a simple fact. The
Exactly.
difference with
The
him,
amount of,
he
the
didn't
amount,
have he
yeah.
didn't have any necessarily criminal cases because I don't know what happened with the black woman that was like, his model for the brand and then she
Oh
got
yeah,
fired
yeah, 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 yeah.
for no reason. I don't know if she pursued charges or if she just, went to social media with it. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. But as far as we know, he didn't have any really egregious, cases against him. But at the end of the day, for a lot of fans, his legacy is that Hulk Hogan was racist, Hulk Hogan was a snitch, and Hulk Hogan was a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he
And
was a
fuck Hulk
snitch, bro.
Hogan.
Bro, shout
He
out to
was
Fuck Hulk
Des.
Hogan.
Yeah.
like, it's not just being a racist, it's not just burying people, it's you're a snitch. Like you legit don't have a sense of morality for anybody but yourself. He was willing
Yep.
to snitch on Vince McMahon. He was willing
Jesse.
on Jesse.
Jesse.
That's what I'm like, not just well, he was gonna get on the stand and tell him everything if Vince didn't finesse it. If Vince didn't finesse it and find the way out saying, oh, wrestling isn't real anyways.
He was going to say the steroids. He stopped the unionization of wrestling. Like,
Bro, we have to speak on that, bro.
mm,
That thing intrigues me so much.
what's up?
We all know why he did it. He was the one popping. He was making the most money. He's not going to unionize when he doesn't have to.
Of course, because
He's selfish.
the thing
He's
is,
selfish.
the thing is, if pro wrestling had a union in the '80s and the '90s when Hulk Hogan was one of the biggest stars in the world,
It gets
Hulk
established
Hogan,
today. Would be
Hulk Hogan would have never made as much money as he did because the
no.
unionization would allow for everybody to get almost equal or even a little bit more pay. But Hulk Hogan was getting everything that he wanted because he was a big star.
So he knew it. He was like, I'm not giving my piece of the pie up.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, wrestlers are still like drastically underpaid compared to other athletes, if we're being honest.
And they
Because of
take
that,
Unless
they're
you're
in
in
a lot more
WWE,
danger.
unless you're in WWE too, because I know like the minimum I believe is 500K just for like a mid carder on the main
that's
roster.
not nothing.
Not for what they do. No,
That's
no.
nothing. They do more
For the
than
amount of money that WWE
they do
makes,
more than basketball
500K
players.
nothing.
They do
Yeah,
more
I
than
know.
football players. They do more than soccer. They do more than baseball. And baseball and soccer get paid the most money. Then it's the NBA. Then it's the NFL. Then it's wrestling, the one that does more than everybody else.
They work
I'm
a
Football,
not gonna
lot. They
lie.
work. They work a lot more.
I'm not gonna lie. Golf probably make more than wrestlers, bro.
NFL
Yeah.
players should make more than NBA players. They play less games, but the things they put their body through is worse. WWE is the one that don't got no off season.
The
Some people
average the
Never.
average income for a pro golfer is around $1.5 million a year.
Oh my
in
god.
average,
What's the average for a wrestler? Look that up real quick. I know for
Honestly,
WWE it's like 500K.
and that's shit compared to what they got to put their bodies through. Like, and
Well,
then
what
they
is
got to
NXT then?
travel. They pay for their own travel and all this stuff. Like, come on now.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. Because unionization, they would have helped with all that stuff, and that's why you got people like Gunther and
You got
Cody Rhodes who are the
on the
top dudes.
NBA, it's bench warmers on the NBA making 10 mil a
on
year.
Yeah,
NXT is about 50,000 on average, and for main rosters,
50K.
yeah, main roster is 500.
Yeah, 50K because they to stay in Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can stay in Orlando, and and like I said, that's average. But also like 50K to stay in Orlando, and then you got free gym to work out in and everything. Like you should be good.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, that's fair.
it's
But
still not that much.
But I
It's
think,
not that much compared to what it's NIL athletes making more than that.
yeah,
yeah, that's a regular
on
human
sponsorships
job.
alone,
Ship money and people can get money off their t-shirts and stuff like that. So you
yeah,
have the opportunity to make more. That's just your base income.
But is that for a mid Carter? Is that for like starting out at NXT? Because I
Yeah,
wonder if like
that's like a rookie ish.
That's
so
probably like
They,
Oba's making like 100K, 150 at
they
least.
I guess for like level up or just like people that just came on the show LFG,
yeah,
they
that's
Yeah.
probably
what
make
they are like the 50,000 ballpark.
probably
Yeah,
even
so
like 40, 30.
somebody like Wesley, Javon, Oba, and Trick, like they
Just
all
Probably
like
make about
the lower mid
75.
Carter is getting that. Cause what didn't Roman just like sign for like 10 mil a year?
I thought it was 12.5.
Well,
a
for Roman,
year is great, bro.
Isn't
Just
it
for wrestling,
12.5?
that's awesome. For wrestling, it's awesome, but it's crazy. Like
Isn't it
you would never think
12.5?
trash, bro.
who.
That's trash, bro.
For
No,
non-appearances a year?
I'm no no
Steph
no no.
Curry
I'm
getting
not
like
saying
50
that.
mil a year. Steph Curry getting like 50 mil a year, and Roman Reigns is getting
All
like 12.
right, it's two different. It's two different things though. Two different things.
That's the
Oh,
problem. Wrestlers go through more.
Brock and
It's
Roman
not
both
about
get
that.
paid.
It's
Brock
not
and
about
Roman
that
both
though.
get paid 5 million a year.
Because you're
Hmm.
comparing easy, accessible. Like I'm not saying wrestling isn't, but more people are bound to watch the NBA than wrestling. Maybe not right now, but Steph Curry, you're telling me he shouldn't make more than Roman and he's more exposed? I mean, bro, it's kind of hard. It's Steph Curry. Like Roman Reigns is definitely like people know who Roman Reigns is.
The
Like
gap
he's the,
is not $45 million, bro.
but that's why Roman's doing movies and shit, bro. He's just racking up. He's doing what Rock did. Like Rock wasn't making over 10 mil a year in WWE.
Hell no. The
Hell no.
nation totally different.
Yeah. A lot of his money was from merch, is what I was
Here's
told.
the thing.
Stone Cold,
WWE
for example.
has enough money to pay them
Yes.
close to as much as NBA and NFL athletes are making.
Mhm.
They have they especially you gotta think about the ticket era too. You gotta think about
Well,
the
now, yeah.
you gotta think about the era of live events. They were making and now they got these buku big TV deals. They're getting $50 million a year off just TV. Then they got
Mhm.
They're getting more than that. They're getting like 356 million from ESPN.
a year. I'm talking about a year. I thought it was like 50 a year.
I think it's above that even.
Wait, nah, I thought it was. Hold on,
They
you talk
pay
about the WWE ESPN deal?
they
Yeah, how
paid
much?
out 356 million for the year
I
or
thought
however much it was, but it's over. I think it's
I
over
thought the
50.
I thought the deal was I thought it was 1.3 billion, not a year, but I thought the whole deal was 1.3 billion.
Look
See
it
how
up because I thought it was 356.
it might be more than that though. It might be 500 mil a year. Shit,
Yeah, I
it's
don't
a
Let me
know.
see.
deal though. It's a 6-year deal.
Starting in 2026.
A billion for any deal is crazy.
Hold on.
What they say the total deal is.
Let's see.
I'm not disagreeing saying wrestlers shouldn't make more because they do go through a lot. I'm just saying it's a little different aspect between them and like the NBA and NFL.
For sure, but they should still make more.
Five, 5 year, 1.6 billion.
Jesus,
So what that break down to a
that
year?
got a
So that
billion.
is hold on.
You said 1.6.
Yeah.
They're making like 356 million a year.
That's where I got the 50 from.
Two is that right? 20 100. Oh wait, no, I fucked up a zero. Hold on.
It should tell
One
you in the
point
document.
266 million a year.
Come on
And
now.
half that's not even wrestling
That's
salary.
insanity.
What do they do with it other than production
That's
costs?
just ESPN, not the Netflix deal, not the Fox deal, not the CW deal.
Well, they're not on Fox anymore.
USA, whatever, same fucking thing. On them motherfuckers, bro. It's Comcast.
Comcast. Hey, I remember Comcast.
But
I used to watch the Waka Flocka Flame videos on Comcast on demand before school. I go hard in the motherfucking paint.
yeah, I think though, I feel my point is that I do think that if you never get the if you get the unionization, wrestlers on across the board make more money
Would
than
they
what.
make less though? Would they make less though?
I don't think so. Not with because here what you have to understand about the union, right? It'd be just like the NBA and the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
WWE would be more like the NFL because I think you would have more people that cross the picket line than in the
Mm-hmm.
NBA. The NBA has more of a brotherhood where when it's time to fight for that new CBA, if they've got to hold out, they'll hold out.
Yeah.
But it would be collective bargaining agreements set between the wrestlers and WWE.
TKO.
That would lead to wrestlers being like, you're making more money. We should make more money. So contracts increase as they have in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
just feel like there's wrestlers not with that mindset though.
NFL gives them, little increments up every CBA, where the NBA did like a really big one about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And then they did another little small one recently with the new TV deals coming in and everything like that. Uh, so yeah, I think that the fact that they would have to have that collective bargaining agreement and wrestlers would be smart enough. Like imagine a guy like Cody Rhodes
I don't
being
know, man. I don't know.
Cody Rhodes being the president. When Cody Rhodes started AEW, he has the mind for it to be like
He
the president
does.
of the Wrestlers Association in WWE. And I think he is somebody that would fight for more money for all of them.
And I feel like CM Punk would be good too. I
I
feel like he
have
would
a
be
I
very good
have a
with it.
differing opinion. I have a differing opinion.
What's up, Reed?
It's not that I agree with you guys. I think they should. But knowing some of these wrestlers in these interviews and the way they talk and shit, I don't think a lot of them would be like somebody. I don't want to throw like a certain superstar
So don't.
stars. I'm not going to. But the way some of them talk, you can tell, like, especially the ones who make probably the most money, you can tell they probably look, I wouldn't say look down, but you could
I get
tell
it.
they would probably be like, well, why should they make the same amount as me when I'm doing more work than them, kind of?
They got like that Hogan mentality you talking about.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not saying they do, but it's possible. I think that's how, like, wrestlers, like, some of them showing their true colors in some of these interviews and shit, if you think about it.
The thing is that it would not affect your pay as the top stars.
But
Mm-hmm.
they wouldn't know that,
That
though. They
is
would act like they wouldn't know.
the misconception that Hulk Hogan had. They don't know now because they're uneducated. If there was actually a wrestling association,
I'm not disagreeing.
they would be more educated to know if I'm a top star and I fight for more money, I fight for more money for all of us, not just for me.
I
Mm-hmm.
know. I just.
If if you're somebody smaller on the totem and you're fighting for more money too, you're not fighting for more money just for you. Because if you pay Ilya Dragunov more, you gotta pay Cody Rhodes more than what he was already getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it
Yeah.
works. The
Yeah.
fact that you got guys in the NBA that are bench warmers getting 10 million a year is the reason why Anthony Edwards finna get like 70 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
He don't get his 70 mil if they don't get 10 mil on the lower tier.
Yeah.
Wrestler, if every wrestler's minimum salary in WWE on the main roster was a million, then Roman Reigns would be getting 10 million,
10 million. Yeah.
5 million when the median is 500,000.
Mm-hmm.
I no, I agree with you. I'm just saying people, the way they think, that could literally be the case and it wouldn't matter to them.
I think it would be more like the NFL because in the NFL, the people on the lower tier are the ones that don't want to hold out because they need the money more.
Yes.
Right.
Tom
Yes.
Brady give a crap about the money. He got plenty of money. Tom Brady would have gladly held out. You know what I'm saying? So I disagree with you on that. I don't think it would be the top people as much as
Yeah.
bottom people that would cross the picket line.
Oh, so you think it's the other way around?
That's what I think. I think those are the people that
Okay.
would. Hey, I know y'all holding out, but I gotta go feed my family, so I'm going to work.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really disagree there. I just think like a lot of people show their true colors in those type of instances, and I think that's why it's still the way it is now, because no one
I just
tries.
don't think nobody has tried hard enough. The closest that we
Yeah.
got to organization is AEW.
Mm-hmm.
That's the closest thing that
Yep.
we do it because AEW forces WWE to pay their people more money.
I
Because
feel like Tony Khan. I feel like Tony Khan would do that too.
if
Like
you don't pay for it,
If Tony Khan was gonna do it, he would have did it already. That's how I feel about him.
I just feel like if they're not gonna, if wrestlers aren't gonna take the initiative, I feel like the owners are just gonna look at it like,
Yeah, that's what
I'm just
I
gonna
would
keep it. You know what I
do.
mean? Yeah,
That would hurt his bottom line.
Right,
You know,
right.
WWE ain't no owner gonna be the one that started. It's gonna have to take.
yeah,
The difference is, I think wrestlers do understand that there's always more people you can go get, which is what would happen.
yeah,
Yes, the product would lose money for a minute if Kenny Omega, Moxley, Swerve, Osprey, and AEW, Mercedes, all of them in AEW, and then you got Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, all of those guys, the top names, Roman Reigns. Yeah, they leave, but guess what they gonna go do? They just gonna get some random Joe off the Indies and try to make them a star in the next year. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So
yeah.
that's
Look
the
at fucking Tommy Invincible and give him a fucking world title.
Cappuccino Jones, Jack Cartwheel. They're fire too. They're fire too.
lower tier wrestlers in the world for it to properly work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like it's the same thing in the NFL. Like they are gonna, it's just more people to organize, and it's more of an opportunity for people to cross that picking line and be like, I play in the UFL. I ain't making nothing but $30,000 a year. You tell me I can make? Come on, I'm making a million here. Like that. That's just how many. It's too many people that would cross that line. So I think our best opportunity was at that moment when WWE kind of had a, that was like the first WWE monopoly, because I don't think WCW, NWA, any of them was like touching what WWE was doing at that time. If they would have did it at WrestleMania at that time, that was like a one chance
Mhm.
opportunity.
yeah.
Now wrestling is back to having territories again. You know,
Yeah.
and wrestling is back to having all these different indie promotions. So, and through TV, I mean through social media, excuse me, it's so easy for WWE to be like, now let's just go on social media and look up independent wrestlers and find 20 of them to put on the show tonight because everybody else is boycotting. So like, I don't know, it's much harder, but I think the lower tier wrestlers are the ones why it never happened at this point.
Hmm. I know.
Well, it was Hulk Hogan, but yes,
It was his fault overall for sure.
yeah,
I think that was pretty smart that you said that, Derek, because it is true. Like indie wrestlers, why would they boycott, knowing like this is how they feed their families? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Some
Like
of
if
them,
the whole industry boycotted,
some of them ain't even making enough yet. So if you tell them I got $500,000 a year for you,
hmm
they eyes gonna be like this.
and this it's crazy because I don't think people really get this about a lot of indie wrestlers too, but some indie wrestlers treat wrestling as a job
Hmm.
more so rather than a livelihood. Like there's wrestlers that are like, I want to main event WrestleMania, I want to do this, I want to do that. Some people just treat it like working at McDonald's or working here, working there. You know what I mean? So no, I'm being dead ass though.
Working at McDonald's is nuts.
No, but I'm being dead ass though. Like they treat it like it's not like a career job for them. You know what I mean?
A
So
lot of them, a lot of them just love the passion. I think a lot of them just love the
yeah,
passion of it, so they do it, but they don't see it as a long term thing. But
yeah, they don't
also,
want
if
to.
you have passion, you're gonna want to pursue it as your job.
Right. But I'm saying like a lot of them, like it's what puts food on the table.
Yeah,
So if there's an opportunity to boycott where you're not making money, where you're not eating or feeding your family, why would you do it? You know what I mean? So I think it's definitely more difficult now, but that would have been a perfect time. I think the perfect time probably would have been the first All In. Imagine All In happens and then they
yeah.
announce the unionization of wrestling. What the fuck? That would have been the perfect time for this shit. And then
Mo,
you start AEW.
a better time before the official launch of AEW.
Yeah.
Before the official launch, I feel like there was enough. Even in the beginning stages, there was enough bad blood in WWE and people just hating the direction of WWE that it
Mhm.
could have worked. Now there isn't yet.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, because WWE has been, teetering,
Teetering that line.
and it is, Triple H's grace period is out of here. The only problem is, like I said earlier, is that we don't know who to blame. Triple
Yo.
H always take credit for good things. He can always deflect the blame for bad things that happen. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy for him to do that now, where Vince never had that luxury. Vince
Mhm.
was the owner. Vince was head of creative,
So we knew who to blame. We knew who to blame.
everything at WWE. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Now we don't know, which is is makes it really hard. So I don't see people ever fully turning on WWE like they did years ago.
Mhm.
Let's talk about SummerSlam for a bit. I think SummerSlam was amazing.
I agree. Night
Maybe,
two was
Incredible.
a classic.
obviously, the first night could have been better.
Had
Um,
some good matches.
they could have mixed the matches up, but personally, I like
Yep.
the idea of make if we're gonna have a night that's like just good
Yeah.
first night and make the second night amazing, and that's what
Yeah.
this year.
Yep. And night one ended with a classic match to me.
Yeah. Five chops for me. I don't give a fuck. Five
Five
chops for me.
chops, and the ending of it was awesome.
Incredible.
I
Yeah.
think they for sure, like you said, they had some really great matches. Night one, they had some matches that honestly shouldn't have been on the card.
Sami Zayn carrying Cross.
Jelly Roll, Randy Orton. You know what
The
I mean?
Jelly
steel
Roll
cage
Randy
match
Orton.
was ass. I didn't like
Oh, it
it.
was bad,
I
bro.
did not like that steel cage match at
Shit was
all.
worthless. The way he won was stupid.
Either. I agree. I agree. I would have rather had the Julia versus Zelina Vega from SmackDown.
Oh, absolutely. They would have cooked too.
I would have rather had Finn Balor and JD versus some tag teams too.
I
Versus the
would have
Creed
rather had
brothers.
fucking Ric Flair versus a fucking broom than fucking.
I mean, I would have preferred Carmelo just getting the open challenge. I would have been okay with that.
I would have rather the Carmelo fucking promo segment than that fucking match.
Get a contract signed. Because those three matches, and honestly, I'd take the Jelly Roll match over that cage match
Easily.
and the Sami Zayn match.
Hey,
And the
I will
Sami
say,
Zayn
I will
match.
say, bro. Shout out. I ain't gonna lie. Jelly Roll was taking some bumps.
And he
Hey,
I
did the
give him
job.
that.
He did the job. He jobbed out. He did the job.
Yeah, I can't say nothing, bro.
him for that. Clap it up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Shout out
I ain't
Jelly
gonna
Roll.
lie.
He
I ain't gonna
surprised
lie.
me, bro. He surprised me.
He did put on a decent match. I could have done without it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
On
Easily.
somebody else's spot, but I'm not mad at it because he did. I can tell that he actually trained too.
Yeah.
You can tell that he actually put in some work in the PC.
He did that black hole slam. I said, yo, bro, Abyss should have put a mask on him.
I know Abyss was back there saying, "I'm sorry, Mr. Pritchard. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Mr.
I'm
Pritchard.
sorry, Mr. Pritchard.
Hey, fuck Bruce Pritchard. I don't
Word.
give a fuck.
And Hulk Hogan. Fuck
I
Hulk
watched
Hogan too.
it too.
Yeah, fuck Hulk Hogan. I don't give a fuck if he did.
I really just
I don't care, bro.
I know how I feel about the writers in WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that's why I don't want to watch it right now. I'm gonna just wait. I got some shows I'm watching, some stuff I'm trying to finish.
Yeah, me too.
I'll watch that later because I know it's going to just give me more reason to criticize the terrible WWE writers and producers.
All white dudes.
You know what my mom said, bro? If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say
Don't
it
say
at
it
all.
all.
I
That's true.
for the show because I know I'm not gonna have nothing nice to say about that WrestleMania card that they had. Yeah, there were some things I would have changed around.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the WrestleMania card that we wanted.
Yeah, that was a cooking. They were cooking.
That was the WrestleMania card that we wanted. Imagine getting Gunther versus CM Punk at Mania instead of SummerSlam. Like Mania had a chance to be an amazing Mania, and it fell flat. We saw what Cody Rhodes and John Cena just did when you allow them to be Cody Rhodes and
Did you
John.
see what? Did you see what John said when the camera panned to him and Cody was walking up?
Yeah,
He said,
he was like, I gave you the best John Cena.
I can't do it any better than that,
He said you beat the best John Cena.
bro. Cena, bro. I'm talking. I go.
That's my goal.
Fuck that.
That's
Nah,
my
fuck
goal.
that. He can wrestle. He can wrestle. I don't want to hear none of that fucking shit y'all ever
That's
say
my goal.
again.
That's my
He's not my goat, but
He turned back the clock right there. That's the
bro,
Cena.
Code Red jumping off the top rope.
That's the Cena we've been asking for,
That's
bro.
all we wanted, bro.
That's the Cena that I love to hate right there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Bro, he popped out that code red. I said, oh!
I love it. $1
He took a barricade bump, dude. He was once he did that, I was like, oh yeah, 5 stars. I'm already invested.
There was
I'm
fighting in
already
the crowd,
invested,
throwing
bro.
fucking garbage cans, bro.
Bro, he was
Y'all gotta
cooking.
rewatch it because my fucking girl fell asleep, so I gotta make her watch it.
Bro, other than the ending, bro,
I was tired as hell.
man,
I'm gonna let you sleep, but you
bro, that
gonna
also
the class.
I ain't even tripping about that ending though, bro, because that match was immaculate.
it was.
I
It
just
just has a stain on it.
I
Yeah,
rock part personally.
Hmm? What you
I
said?
oh yeah,
No, what you said?
who?
Wait, who to what? Oh,
That's what,
yeah.
what happened. I just know that John Cena and Cody Rhodes had an all-time banger, and then he raised Cody Rhodes' hand, and then
I mean, like the show just like ended.
the credits came on, and it was over.
Yeah.
I will say. I also want to put this out there that I don't want to hear shit about Roman can't wrestle either. That motherfucker was hooping.
Oh, they was all hooping. Even Jay was surprising me. I'm not gonna lie. He was
He,
surprising me a
he
little
was
bit.
doing some shit, but like,
No, it's because Jay is an amazing tag team wrestler, bro. He's an
oh,
amazing tag
absolutely,
team wrestler, bro.
bro. I hate
That's
shitting
what it
on
is.
Jay. I'm not shitting on Jay now. I'm gonna agree with you. Like, I'm over that. Like, he deserves
Yeah.
his flowers now. We just got to stop talking about him like that.
That's the best Jey Uso you get is tag team wrestling Jey Uso.
Yes,
Yeah.
like singles, I'm all right with it, but like, I'm not
Single,
gonna say he mid anymore.
he
He's shown he's
moves
good when he wants to be.
solid. He has some duds, but when it comes to
Yes.
tag team wrestling, he's one of the best tag team wrestlers of all time. I'll say that for sure.
Shout out Roman, bro. When Roman fucks with a wrestler, bro, he sells like he just got murdered, bro.
Yeah.
That whole time, bro, I was like, damn, he really Braun just really spayed the shit out of him, bro.
Bronson too, bro.
Yeah,
He let Bronson tsunami splash him like 7 times on Raw.
but
Oh,
that was the right amount
Yeah, but
for Street
still,
Fighter.
he could have just let Braun spear him like 3 times.
now he's supposed to be there to 18.
Yeah,
Is it the
he's not.
18th or he's showing up on Clash?
They said the 18.
Hmm.
Clash could be one of them sneaky pay-per-views.
It's gonna be for sure.
Yeah,
We already got a banger.
I gonna get Cody versus Drew
Cena versus Brock.
Stephanie versus Naomi.
versus LA Knight. You know what I'm saying? Maybe versus Roman Reigns too. Hopefully we get a Carmelo Hayes appearance.
I'm praying, bro. Ladder match for the U.S. title.
Yeah,
Do
because
something.
real that feud doesn't need the title, and that seems like a never-ending feud.
Bro, do we think Zilla coming or like coming to WWE?
I will tell you this: I think he is going to wind up being the Teddy Hart of that family. I think he's going to burn a lot of bridges before he gets the chance to touch WWE, or he's going to get to WWE and then burn those bridges. Because a lot of people don't know that Teddy Hart actually was the youngest wrestler ever signed to WWF at the time.
He
At
was-
19 years old, he was signed. They were ready to bring him up, and he was just an asshole and immature.
But what's the thing behind it? Because what I've seen from the conversation, Rikishi started everything.
No, but it's not just a Rikishi thing.
Yeah, it's just
It's
different.
not just a Rikishi thing.
And
So,
about
how do you burn bridges when you don't do anything? That's what I'm
It's-
saying.
the
I
problem
don't.
is said to have missed out on bookings. Like wasn't it last year that he like dropped the booking to go to WrestleMania?
Hmm.
That should show. But WWE, if you look on the other hand of that, like, hey, he's wanting to be here.
It should
He's
look like
wanting to show up.
Okay, but at the end of the day, it's
Yeah.
unprofessional.
that's how somebody like that. This is business.
See,
Listen, what Brock Lesnar did was unprofessional, and he's still there. That's all I'm gonna say.
you're right,
Lesnar,
but it's
proven commodity.
which is why it was crazy when Jacob Fatu showed up, because I remember Jacob Fatu's last like maybe 2 years on
He
on
has
the
a,
Indies.
he has a
It was
record.
filled with a lot of bad blood.
He has a
with-
criminal record, and he's changed now, obviously.
All right, MVP got a
But-
criminal record.
You hear me?
MVP does. No, I'm not trying to single out Jacob. There's a lot of people who have criminal records who have wrestled, like even worse than
Nah,
Jacob.
yeah,
But doing that in the new era, like where people have more information now, I think it's bold of WWE. Obviously, Jacob's a good dude, but it's bold of them to do that now as to where, like, in 2010, 2011, they weren't. If you had any smut on your name out there, they're not going.
I think the verdict's still out on Zilla, but he does have a lot of bad things swirling around his name
Mhm.
at such a young point. I think he
Yeah.
has more than enough time to fix it. I don't think WWE is near bringing him in, but I
No.
think
Yeah.
he's someone that they will give a deal eventually and see. Because, like I said, they gave
They
Teddy Hart,
gave five. Yeah.
he fucked it up. So it will be purely about what Zilla is ready and willing to do when the said opportunity comes. Because I think it comes for him
It
eventually.
will.
I don't think it
I,
comes
I just think it's
for
soon because
another 2 years.
It
Jay's
shouldn't come soon.
Jay's not going over to help Jacob and Jimmy.
But here's the thing. Me personally, because I'll be watching Zilla matches, bro. I
And
don't think Zilla anywhere near ready, bro.
that's another thing too.
They said the
Personally,
same thing about Jade though. I
No,
mean,
but
look,
I'm saying he green as hell, bro.
Zilla
but we
going to and he gonna be mad. And
go to
then
go to
firing.
NXT.
There's no way he's gonna get called up immediately.
Because Zilla
Yeah.
I feel like Zilla mentality right now is that his whole family there. I feel like Zilla, like, he has like this perception in his head like he should be catapulted to the main roster. But me
I don't know, bro.
personally,
I don't get that. I don't get that from him. I get that from because like I be watching some of his shit on YouTube, and the way he talks, you can tell he's just grateful. And you know, he said, "My time is coming, sure enough." Like that's
of
somebody
course,
that's confident, but I don't think he's like thinking like I'm better than all of them. I mean, you could
nah,
think that, but
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying I feel like he would think that he would get catapulted to the main roster because the whole family's on the main roster.
yeah,
Or,
He'd be the
yeah,
only Fatu on NXT.
yeah.
just
But I
for
mean, Jacob didn't either. But
that.
Jacob was already established.
Hmm.
Kind
Yeah,
of.
Jacob's been doing this for years now.
Zilla has right now. But I do think, like I said, I with Zilla, his opportunity gonna come. I just
Yeah,
personally, I don't want it to come anytime soon.
no,
This storyline needs to end as soon as possible, and they're not trying to end it, and that's going to piss me off because now, what is Jacob gonna do for the
Mhm.
next 2 years?
What
He's,
does
he's the fight for the belt.
what does everybody else do for the next couple years?
Because who else is MFT gonna beef with? Who else are they gonna feud with?
And when Tama Tonga comes back, what the fuck happened in there?
Well, I was just thinking about that. He might side with Jacob. I didn't
I
think
would
about
think
that.
that too, but then it's still 3-on-4.
But then again, how long are we gonna continue this bloodline shit, bro? Like, it's
They're,
just like
I have a feeling they're gonna bring Jay in, and then Jay and Jimmy are gonna get back together.
It's the real Timu bloodline, right?
this the most fucking Timu bloodline I ever seen, bro.
Tala Tonga is crazy, bro.
Bloodline.
Should have called that motherfucker Hukuleo, bro.
They should just call him. They should just name him John or something. Because Tala Tonga is nuts.
Should have
bro.
been like John Fatu or some shit.
Jiminy Christmas Fatu, Jared Fatu. Fuck it. Why not, bro? Well,
Yeah,
they
bro.
they could have used Jay's old name, Jules.
they threw Jeff Cobb into place. He's not even related to them.
Yeah,
Like,
what the fuck that got to do with anything, bro?
It's got to be racist, bro. It's got to be racist. They
I
think
don't
all
even think he's Samoan.
family. He's not
I
even
don't-
Samoan.
I don't even think he a Pacific Islander, bro. Like he
Uh,
not.
I
he
think
not-
he. I think he is, but I don't think he's like Samoan.
yeah, man. I think they gotta find a way to get away from this, man. They had a way to get away from it, and they chose to double
Yeah,
and give Solo another faction to give him a title. And now,
bro. Another
It's like-
faction.
hey, if Jacob wins the title back, why would Solo just not come back after him again?
Yeah, that's the. That's why when they were doing that shit with Cody, like Cody would get into a new feud, and then Solo would just come out and beat him up. Like, bro, what are we doing?
Like, and obviously, we're scared of that too happening again for Cody. That's what's going. Jacob wins the belt back and moves on, and then they go after Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, what happened with Jacob and Damian Priest?
Hmm.
They went to solo, and now it's Damian Priest and Malachi Black.
Hmm.
Which is I like that. That's a good feud.
That's a
I
good.
fuck with it.
But then they had Melo intertwined, and then just took Melo out. Melo don't miss out of nowhere and screwed over Melo. So
Yeah,
Melo
because
when it goes after the United States Championship.
yeah,
You know,
Miz went to go film for the American Gladiator. He was a host. I
But
know that for sure.
it should be like Priest, Mello,
they could have gave us a
Alistair Black.
for the Miz left though. That's the
Yes, I agree.
They
they,
got to run a multi-man match at Clash.
it
They
literally
got to.
could have been one moment. Like they already were like half in, half out with it. It all it took was one or two matches. Okay, they lose the tag team match. Now the Miz, they getting into it. Now Carmelo turns on the Miz the next match. They could have did it in 2 weeks,
Yeah,
but instead they had them backstage talking, doing nothing.
kind of like
Hmm.
what they did with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory too.
I like. Okay, don't get me wrong. I like Grayson Waller like floating around now because at least he's getting TV time. But bro, all right, no, fuck this. I'm letting the chains off, bro. I don't give a fuck. Why the fuck are we pushing all these people that came up with Melo and not Melo? This makes no fucking sense. Because even Grayson Waller is still
I'm
getting
pretty
TV
sure,
time with the
but
New Day. The New Day are established.
Grayson Waller debuted after Mello. Mello's been here since like even
Yeah,
late Black and Gold, right? Like
yeah. When
even before
he
2.0
won the first men's
breakout.
breakout. Yes, I
Yeah,
remember that shit because I remember
Mello.
watching it when I started watching wrestling again, and I said, "Ooh, he's gonna be somebody to watch." I dead ass said this to myself. He's gonna be somebody to watch out for because he's got it. Like bro can
That's
go.
that's what I remember when they said that Christian Casanova signed with WWE, and I'm like, oh, who the fuck did?
Out of that
Yeah,
whole 2.0 pack, he was the guy.
him and Wesley. Him and Wesley to me.
The guy. Uh, Obviously they gave Brian the title quicker just because they and Melo to accomplish all these other things.
It's the name. It's the name.
Yeah, that's the only reason they gave him the title. But ultimately, everybody knew Melo was the guy. But
Always been
Yeah.
better.
and for some reason, I got a myriad of theories, but I have no proof yet on why the writers and the Triple H basically.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
I wonder if there's some. There has to
I
be
wonder-
some reason because there's no way
I-
you have a dude that talented and don't put him on TV.
I wonder why, bro. I wonder why.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's that. That's the obvious answer. Like they need to stop running from it. Like
I doubt
You might as well
Melo
just say
pissed
you
off
are.
anybody in the back. I doubt Melo pissed off anybody in the back,
Bro, he was trending on Twitter. He was number 2 in the world trending on Twitter. We want Melo. He was number 2. And bro, he was commenting on everybody's shit. They were doing edits. He was collabing with them. He said, "Thank y'all." He's humble, bro. He's humble, and he's still not getting these opportunities, bro.
He just
And
want
that's
the
what
opportunity.
makes me fucking mad.
But the thing is, I also don't want him to go to another company because
I don't.
he's
I
gonna
don't
get
care.
lost in the shuffle.
I know because he deserves to be in that. He deserves to be in the main event scene.
Wherever
of
they
the
put
biggest
Braun,
company
where
in the
Braun
world.
is, where Braun is right now is where Melo should be, and I stand on that.
Their careers literally should have been like this, parallel.
Yeah.
Now it's like Braun's here and Melo's just still waiting.
But that's why when they face each other on a main roster,
It's
not
not
only
gonna mean
did they,
it's
not
not gonna
only
mean
did they-
shit. It's not gonna mean shit right now because Melo's not on TV.
they're gonna treat Melo like a jobber.
Yeah, and it's fucking stupid. Like, bro, them two should be your Mania main events 5 years from now. Like
That
they
should be the
both have-
Randy Orton, John Cena. That should be for the next
Bro.
generation.
I know it's literally a layup. These motherfuckers looking like Kendrick Perkins. This is a layup. this is a layup. And all you people saying Melo's not interesting, y'all racist as hell too, because you can't tell me race has nothing to do with it at this point in time, bro.
Not at all.
Because Melo's a human too, bro. Melo just gets it. And I know it looks like we're glazing. I don't give a fuck, bro. I just care to see him on my TV living his dream when he deserves it because I know what he did at NXT. I even went back and watched him on the Indies. He had a match with fucking Rey Mysterio and Darby Allin
Mm-hmm.
at a state fair, and he killed it, and he was like 19
Mm-hmm.
or like 20 something.
Melo always had
So
it, bro.
we want Melo. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. I hate we always do this every episode where we get off topic and start talking about Melo.
It's all
But
good. I mean,
you'll never find a podcast that talks about Melo as much as we do because we
uh,
actually
uh,
care.
until they start putting Melo in that position, bro, we gonna always talk about Melo, bro. What the fuck?
And that's why it's hard to watch SmackDown. Like I love some of the people on there, but like, bro,
He
why the
better
fuck?
be on tonight.
Why the
He
fuck am I
better be on
watching?
tonight.
Why am I watching SmackDown and there's a fucking Cheez-Its ad commercial with 5 wrestlers who are in catering, and Melo don't have a match.
He better be on tonight. I'm not playing around.
I'm gonna watch for him. That's it. Like I'm gonna see what Cody does, and that's about it. So
But man, that's all I had to say for today, bro.
yeah, I know we barely talked about SummerSlam, but
Topic to dive deep into that we can talk about next week.
yeah,
Obviously, big pay-per-views are on the way. Forbidden Door on the way, and
Can't wait.
Wrestle Dream,
actually
Wrestle Dream.
in about 3 months now.
Yeah,
So
I'm hyped.
exciting times for professional wrestling. Big money deals being made. A lot of controversy though as well. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. It's been a very controversial time for WWE if we think about the last couple weeks between
Yeah,
Austin and Brock Lesnar. Controversial figures, to say the least. You know what I'm saying. And I understand why some people hate them, and I understand why some people love them. You know,
Yep.
and that's what it is. That's kind of the meaning of being controversial and complicated.
yeah.
Nonetheless, though, this is the best wrestling podcast in the world. So if you ain't
Fucking course.
subscribed, then you missing out, man. We got more interviews on the
We're
way.
the best wrestling podcast. I don't want to hear none of that other shit y'all
I
spewing.
don't want to hear
care.
that shit either, bro.
I'm gonna be like Gina Views.
Bust it open.
Get
Who?
up here and rap.
Bust it open. Who?
Yeah, they've been in the business, but then they don't. Their talking points are
They not like
Right.
us. They not like. All right, bro. Larry, take us out.
I appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Like, comment, vibes, man. It's just too.